Some stories just stick with you. Ruskin Bond's Time Stops at Shamli is definitely one of those. On the surface, it seems pretty simple, but it taps into this really deep human feeling, that pull of the past. So today, we're going to dig into why this quiet little story is actually one of his most powerful.
Let me ask you something. Have you ever been just going about your day and bam, you start thinking about a different path you could have taken? A person you lost touch with, a choice you didn't make? That feeling, that powerful, almost magnetic pull of the what if? Well, that's exactly where this story kicks off. Okay, so to really get what's going on here, we have to talk about this idea of a liminal space. Sounds complicated, but it's not. Think of it like a doorway, a threshold. It's a place that's not quite here and not quite there. It's stuck in between. And that's Shamli. It's not just some dot on a map. For our narrator, it's a state of mind, this place totally suspended between what his life is and what it could have been. So our main guy, he's a writer, an observer, right? That's his job. And he's on this totally routine train ride from Dehra to Delhi. He's passed this little forgotten station called Shamli a million times. Always looked at it, always been a little curious. But this one day, something's different. He gets this impulse, this feeling he just can't explain, and it gets off the train. And he makes himself a promise. It's just for a day, I'll just check it out, satisfy my curiosity, and then I'm on the very next train back to my life. It's such a simple promise, right? But it totally sets the stage for everything that's about to happen. Because the real question is, can he actually leave that easily? So he steps off the train, and it's like he's walked into a photograph. Shamli is a town where time has just stopped. It's dead silent, hazy, almost motionless. And the only place to stay? A rundown old place called the Shamli Hotel, which, let's be honest, is the perfect reflection of the town itself. Just kind of crumbling. And the people he meets there, wow. They're not just residents. They're like living, breathing symbols of this stagnation. You've got the grumpy major, the sad music teacher Miss Deeds, and the manager, Satish, who seems friendly but totally clueless. Each one of them is stuck in their own little loop, kind of reliving the same day over and over, just like the town. It's like they're ghosts of a life that's not going anywhere. And then it happens. In this hotel that's basically frozen in time, our narrator comes face to face with his own past. He meets Sushila, a woman he once really adored. And guess what? She's now married to Satish, the hotel manager. Now, Sushil isn't just some old flame. She's so much more than that. She's the living, breathing symbol of an alternate reality for him. She is the life he didn't choose, that classic road not taken. And when they meet again, you can just feel it. The air is so heavy with everything that's been left unsaid between them for all these years. Just look at how different their lives have become. His life is all about constant motion, right? He's on that train, always moving forward. Her life? It's the complete opposite. It's about stimness. She's literally trapped in this dusty old hotel, stuck in an unhappy marriage. He's looking forward, and she's just rooted in Shamli's unchanging, dusty past. Then the rain starts to fall, and it's like the hotel becomes its own little world, trapping them inside. And the emotional tension just skyrockets, because Sushila does something desperate. She asks him to take her away from Shamli, to rescue her. And just like that, the whole game changes. The what if from the past suddenly becomes a very real, very urgent what now. So now our narrator is facing this huge temptation. And you gotta understand, it's not just about him playing the hero and saving her. It's about him saving himself. He starts to wonder, right? If I rescue her from Shamli, could that rescue me from my own lonely, wandering life? Could we actually do it? Could we rewrite our pasts together? But then, morning comes, the rain stops, and just like that, the fantasy is over. The cold, hard light of day brings this clarity. He realizes the spell of that rainy night is broken. Now he has to make a choice, and it has to be a choice based in reality, not in some romantic dream. So let's just quickly run through what happened in just 24 hours. He has an impulse, and he stops. He enters this town that's stuck in time. He confronts a ghost from his past. He gets this wild offer to escape with her, and then he gets back on the train. It's this incredibly powerful little journey about facing your choices and ultimately accepting them. And this is the big realization he has. He belongs on the moving train. His life is about observing, about being a passenger, watching the world go by. He gets it now.
His role is to witness the world, not try to change it. Sushila, well, she's become a part of the Shamli landscape, a beautiful but permanent part of his past. And to take her away, that would be like trying to uproot a memory. It's just impossible. It's not natural.
So the narrator leaves Shamli. He gets back on his train. But the story, the feeling of it, that lingers with us. So why? Why does this simple little story hit so hard? Well, it's because it's about so much more than just one guy making a quick stop. Think about the railway station. Especially in Indian literature, it's this incredibly powerful symbol, right? It's a place of meetings and partings, hellos and goodbyes. And Bond uses the Shamli station perfectly. It's a literal junction, but it's also a figurative one. A gateway between the narrator's hectic, modern life and the deep emotional pull of his past.
And this story has such a smart take on nostalgia. See, it's not just that warm, fuzzy feeling we all get. It can actually be a trap. The narrator has this romantic idea of the past, but it just crashes head-on with the reality of Shamli, the crumbling hotel, the boring lives, the deep sadness. And what he learns is that sometimes the past is a lot more beautiful when you're just looking at it from the window of a moving train. So how does Ruskin Bond pull all this off? How does he create so much feeling? It's not with big, dramatic speeches. It's with the small stuff. Tiny sensory details. The smell of rain on the dirt, the lonely sound of a train whistle in the distance, the sight of a single flowering tree. That's what builds the whole mood of the story. And that, right there, is the genius of what Bond does. He's not just telling you what happened. He's crafting an entire atmosphere. He uses these simple things we can all relate to, smells, sounds, sights, to pull us right into the narrator's head. We end up feeling that same melancholy, that same sense of longing, right there with him. Because really, we all have a Shamli, don't we? A place, a person, a memory that stands in for that path we didn't take. And so the question the story leaves you with is pretty profound. What do you do when you feel that urge to just get off the train?